So most warheads, if they go off, they risk damaging nearby things. That's why you don't want to fire them too fast. Incendiary doesn't run that risk. Makes me think something. Okay, so if it fires really fast, it doesn't appear to... Where's the bullet? Where's the bullet? What if we make it take... It will spend 1 energy to accelerate this. Oh my god! What the hell? That looked so stupid. Just dropping a flaming log. Alright, get some barracks from my favorite robot terrorists. And now... Oh. It did no damage, but look at how on fire it is. Is this too on fire for a civilian? I want to make something with this. I kind of want to make a submarine that, like, lifts up an arm over, like a crane, and then just deposits fire, puts away the arm, and then just floats away. I think that would be really funny. So funny that I'm doing it. Alright, I'm not really gonna make anything out of this, but I had this idea. It's constantly spinning, and if we look well on the thing, we have a breadboard constantly causing this thing to go up and down. And then an AI that will just fire if there's an enemy nearby. So I'm curious what this looks like. Let's see what happens. It's perhaps not the most efficient way of doing this. Something tells me this isn't exactly a great design, but it's really cool looking. And it barely tapped it. It just kind of brushed it a little bit. Alright, this was just a little bit of mucking about. Let's see how it did. Now it's time for the actual practical build. Well, we'll see how practical it is, but... So now we have an unconscionably tall scissor lift in the back. This is what's going to store the entire gun. The AI breadboard's texture is so funny to me. It's just like... It's like you just forgot to put the mounting screws in, so your board's popping up. Anyway, we're gonna have to use breadboards for this. Alright, look at the center of mass of this vehicle. Yippee! And it's just gonna get completely thrown. So what we need to do is only move it up if our guns are reloaded and there's an enemy nearby, which shouldn't be too hard. Alright, so if there's something above, all the lights on the ship go red. Okay, so there's no way to check the color, so we'll do this. It will make them red and more intense. So this is 1 if it's a high enough intensity, and this is 1 if if we're reloaded. So this is if an enemy's nearby, and then this is if we're reloaded. Alright, so now if an enemy is nearby, nothing happens. Well, the lights change, but nothing important. If our weapon is reloaded, nothing happens. If our weapon is reloaded, and there's a nearby enemy, hell yeah. That one's at 3, the other 2 are at 6. Oh god. This is going to be one of my dumber ideas, and anyone who's stuck with this channel for a while will know that that is saying a lot. And so finally, we've got 3 and 4 separated. So now once we extend, these should stay in, but all of the arms go back to their proper position. And now we can control these last few individually. Alright, now these are in that weird shape, but what the fuck? What on earth? Yeah, I guess that makes sense, but... Uh-oh. I know what the issue is. Simply a matter of fire order. I'd call that good. Okay, now it's just the final one. Now we add the gun. Now one last thing on the gun itself before we're done with this. This is the dumbest shit brick of heavy armor I've ever built. But I need it to be I need it to be this thick for like the cool looking thing I want to do, like the vault door action that I want out of it. Alright, one last little layer added. Hopefully this in backwards. It was backwards. Scorpion makes sense. It's a lot less elegant than a scorpion, but it kind of looks like one. Yeah, a single battery in RPG will keep this thing... a single battery in RTG will keep this thing going forever. This is a crazy propeller setup. But we need to make damned sure that nothing can outrun us. I always forget the trans. I almost said it the old way, but I realized I forgot for a moment YouTube doesn't like that term. Despite it having 2 completely different meanings. Then again, it's probably wise to just not use it in that sense. God, this is a really cool engine setup. I like the shape of this thing. I really like the shape of this. I'm gonna work with that. Oh god, it looks like a P90. It just looks like a P90 straight up. That's not too bad. Cool gun shape. I guess cool boat shape. I've spent almost an hour on this one feature. I'm freaking out. This is a meme ship. This is a joke ship with a joke weapon. It's not supposed to work. Holy shit, it works! Oh my god. This took like an hour and a half. This took a long ass time. Altitude relative to sea level is... That was Goji, not me. Goji, your ass is in front of the thing I need to do. I think this thing will ride with a supercavitation CIWS. I think that makes sense. Well, I think it might only make sense if you're fluent and from the depths. It just makes no attempt at all to slow down. And steam propellers not reverse? Well, that would make some more sense. That's also probably why it keeps bitching that we can't move how we... I wonder if we can make some sort of water break. Like just put have a bunch of sails pop out to slow us to a stop right before. It doesn't appear to actually affect it. That is unfortunate. Hydrofoils don't slow it. Alright, yeah, so rudders massively slow it. If there is a discrepancy, we want them to flap outwards, so to like 60. Otherwise, just return them to 0. I'm pretty sure 0 is the default value here, but we'll put 0 in for my sanity. I don't know where to do this, but we need to add another pair of fins so that the pushing outwards and upwards aren't causing us to move at all. Okay, so now when we have any proper speed forward or back and we need to stop, it should pop out and break them. So now we've reached our destination, it slows down to brake. Look at that! And it deploys the brakes and stops very quickly. Okay. Wait, we're strafing under them. We're lining it up. We're ready to go. No! Oh no, it throws it off so bad. I see what the problem is. It throws its weight off so bad lifting it up that it tilts over and dies. Get it in position. We're so close, we're about to do it. This would be terrifying as the Kalmar if you didn't know what this thing did. Or rather what it didn't, because it does not work. Please. Come on, you're so close. Fire, fire, shoot, kill, kill, kill. What? No. Okay, now we're just ramming them. Because it's such shallow water. It killed the AI by ramming it in the ass. Nice. It is a little bit of a shame how shallow most of Rework is, preventing larger submarines from being viable for most of the game. Alright, it's strafing over to line up. Come on. Come on! We still don't know if this weapon works, by the way. If it, like, does any decent damage. Wait, wait, wait. Come on. No! So we're gonna do a massive rework. Like a huge rework. And then just add this thing. Oh my god, what has happened? Okay. This is fine. How much does this weigh? 1,000,000. 1,000,000. Let's switch it to metal. 200k. Let's switch it to alloy. 100k. A tenth of the weight and a decent bit cheaper. Huh. It loves having fun. I don't know what its problem is. God, this thing moves so nice now. Alright. Alright. So now... there we go! Please don't. Oh my god. Oh my god. Just absolutely fucking carpet bombed. You know what we can do to prevent this? It looks like a salt shaker. Little arm comes out to salt them with some incendiary explosives. Oh my god, it toasted it. immediately. So here's what we can do. It'll make it a tiny bit weaker, but you know, it's a small price to pay for not killing ourselves. An altitude fuse that explodes the moment it goes, you know, -50 works. Oh my god, oh my god. Where's my altitude fuse? Hello? Oh, there, that one was working. There was just some old ones, even though I thought I put it refill shells. Oh my god. What? It flew! Oh, I love this ship. It actually works. What about against a top-notch ship? That's just unethical. Unfortunately, I think that would kill it. I think this is probably going to cut the basking shark in half. That's a lot of very, very intense fire. Yeah, no, it's just melting. It might kill the AI. I think the AI is up here. Isn't it? I think it's like right down here. Well, it's hitting the boiler for sure. And there goes its entire face. 4 million fire damage. I'm starting to build up an audience. I know, people don't watch my videos for good ships. People watch my videos for this shit, and this shit I shall deliver. And as we're working more and more on the hull, we're getting closer and closer to being nicely hydrodynamic, which just keeps upping our movement speed. Which is absolutely critical for this ship. For this ship, movement speed is absolutely critical. Actually, I have to question how well a steam-powered submarine's gonna work, considering how this is gonna have pressure on the outside. But I guess best not to question it. I would really love to see a nuclear sub. I would really love to start building nuclear subs. It would be neat to have nuclear power in this game. But did Breyer's ice cream fall off? I've got a tub of Breyer's ice cream, mint chocolate chip, in case anyone gives a shit. But it's like dyed and it tastes bland as hell. Like you can tell it's like not a natural color of white. I thought Breyer's used to be the good stuff, but Walmart didn't have have my go-to local brand, so I went with Breyer's, and it's just complete hogwash. Alright, I've added a little walkway on the outside that will allow you to get to this small disconnected back section. One little problem, I have not yet planned what to do with this small back section. And in fact, I started building this like walkway before I even realized there was a section back there, so I just felt it needed walkway, and I guess the walkway needed somewhere to go, so that's here. Yeah, so this walkway looks kind of cool. It's neat to have a little like external, clearly human accessible area. So it'll be a useless walkway with no destination that compromises armor integrity. So that shit is peak. This is certainly very strange. The rudders do not reflect properly. This mesh is called the rudder triangle small huge. It looks weirdly froggish, not gonna lie, but that's fine, I'm sure. It'll help when the whole ship's no longer green. By the way, in case there's any concern, no, this is not the final color. This is just the test color, because the color I actually want is really hard to make out the contours with. There, that's perfect. That is perfect. There we go. It's so freeing to have your own tub of ice cream. You're not sharing it with anyone else, so if you have it and you're not satisfied, you can just scoop you can just get yourself a second bowl using the same spoon and the same, using your dirty spoon, and you don't have to give a shit because nobody else is using that ice cream. Why did removing that sonar... Am I gonna crap? No? Okay, it really did not want me to remove that sonar. My fault. Or maybe that was the game's way of telling me to shut up about my weird ice cream rant, because nobody cares. I like this technique. It's used on some of the stronger Grey Talon ships. The only one I know for sure is the Empyrean, but we're using, it's using ammo clips as windows. Alright, so, yeah, there's not much exciting out there, since there's, you know, there's all this bickering about this most recent update, the camera update, some of it coming from me because, it's a dogshit update and I hate it, but I will not get into that right now. Editor Kenan, this was, recorded like 2 days after the update. They have since, pretty quickly after the update, pushed a thing fixing most of the bugs and one of the main issues. No longer hate the update. This is outdated. Do not listen. Bye-bye. But there's all of this bickering. You know what I want to see, what I actually want to see from this game at this point? Their environment. I want to see, like, plants on land. I want to see nicer land textures. I want to see the water get darker the deeper you are. So while I'm right here, I look out and it's just pitch black abyss. I think that would be really cool. Alright, so now we have the main captain's chair. The, like, tower in the middle. I'm gonna do this different. Something funny's happening outside, but it's, not fantastically relevant to what I'm trying to show here. So anyway, I got the captain's seat. Goes down, we get this little balcony right here before dropping down into this, whatever the hell this room's supposed to be, and then you can climb up. Open the hatch. Open the hatch. To this viewing deck. Oh. We've reached shallow water. Oh, this build has a very laborious hull. Very big. Got a massive chunk of empty space down here. And no clue what to do with it. I'm just running out of, you know, things to do. Actually, no, I know what this will be. This will be the crew quarters. If this ship earns crew quarters. I think it would be a really funny thing if all my ships, like as they perform well or get like positive attention from the fans, we like award it with more decorations. So let's go, if this video gets 600 likes, we're gonna return to the Scorpion and make it look real nice. Right, so now we have actual access to this, the useless walkway. The tiny cargo hold. Ignore the fact that that's a massive amount of cargo. This little, the underside viewing deck. Ooh, using the card slot as, like, I don't know, generic tech stuff actually looks really nice. Exposed computer bits. Making the engine room human accessible will be part of the light goal. Is that too small of a light goal? I don't know. I've never done light goals before, so I don't know how much that will boost the like amount. Now we just gotta bump this out a bit and pull the thing forward. I think it's just gonna be a relatively simple big round nose. Or, we'll figure it out as we're sculpting. I like this look. This is the engine section, so it's a bit less of the fun fantasy of this, and it's like hardcore industrial, but you can see the engines on the inside. You know, the green is kind of growing on me. Actually, never mind. It's not. What the hell am I saying? VTech looking ass, Jacksepticeye submarine, etc., etc. But this shape, as I'm pulling this forward, I'm really liking the shape of this thing. The little tiny slot there, the big window, and then these two big bulky forward boosters. I planned to like, here I'll draw it on screen. I planned to like pull this forward into a curve and fill it all the way out. I'm actually thinking of doing something else now. The drag view is annoying because it's hard to tell what is between red as in not affecting drag and red as in horribly affecting drag. Red both means not affecting drag at all and the least efficient possible. So a flat surface, red, but the flat side of the vehicle, which gives no drag, red. It's not great. I don't know why I say not great. It's completely awful. Having both ends of your spectrum be the same color is a really dumb idea for visualizing anything. So I want something like sort of a similar vibe to the huge jet engine, but I want it to be like round, like a round front piece. We should lower this down to match the back, actually. So it looks like this is like a I'm stuttering. I need to learn to stop, you know, actively working on the thing while I'm trying to explain what I'm doing. It never works. Like I stutter and choke on my words every time. What I'm trying to say is that this will make it look like a continuous body that has these things jutting out instead of just like a mess. So see how this picks up where this thing left off. A little bit of different color to make it pop, but like it's a vent. I want this to look like a vent. Like it's venting from the engine room nearby. Alright, I figured out the easiest way to make it look like it's a vent. Add a vent. I think that's gonna look good once we actually change the color to the color I'm planning. I want that to be a bit of a grand reveal at this point, since y'all have had to stare at this god-awful green the entire time. These compressors look alright. They're lagging the shit. Oh my god, this model is so high poly. Why is it so high poly? That needs to be fixed. That ain't like a quirk of the model, that's an issue that needs to be fixed. I like this, but it needs a little bit more work. But I think if I get a little bit more time to cook, I think if we let this sit in the oven for just a little bit longer, this is gonna look beautiful. I don't know if that chef's kiss came through on the recording, but yeah, this was exactly how I imagined it. Like this. It's actually kind of amazing how well these, like, the fuel tanks looked almost exactly like what I imagined. Like with the little round disc in the middle and then the bigger round part. I'm just gonna shut up and let it speak for itself. Alright, I like this. Alright, I like this. I think this looks real nice. Look at this. So yeah, that is absolutely... I believe that's the final one, and that is way better than my just basic-ass rounded front that I was originally planning to do. I just kind of got into it and kept adding more and more, and it turned out fantastic. I was thinking of making it like a... I'm torn. I want to try something like this. It goes in, but then there's like a special like extra crest sort of thing, just exactly this wide, and then the rest continues to smooth in. Right? But I don't think that fits with the vibe of the rest of the ship, which is a very, it's a very smooth ship. Everything kind of transitions into each other. Feels kind of biological. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Ooh, but we could have a viewing... We could make this band, be window. Yeah, y'all are seeing the vision. Y'all are seeing this shit. This thing has a lot of windows. Windows there, windows up there, windows right here, windows here, windows here, and then one little viewing window down here. Let's nestle in an extra cheeky little sonar right here. Just get some extra redundancy. Alright, so now we have an extra fire control deck up in the front. I rather like this. Can't really see out of it. That's mostly for decoration. Are we coming up on some ground now, or... No, why are we so high up? Oh, we're not that high up. It's just, I'm not used to having such an angle. Such a low angle. Actually, that makes this the best one on the ship. The best viewing angle, because this really low angle allows you to see the ship you're getting under. Okay, I kind of like these little, just some more intakes. Whatever the hell this is supposed to be, just doing more of that seems to work. Now, what do we do with this thing's nose? Because this is a big, flat nose. I'm thinking the nose just stays flat. I'm thinking we don't do anything with it. I think it looks really interesting in between these. And I think if we decorate the nose up too much, it will make the front of this just look nightmarishly busy. These are complicated because these are the engines. They need to be complicated. This is just, you know, rounding on the nose to make it aerodynamic. So I think I want to keep it looking just basic, humble. This is just the nose of the ship and no other purpose. And it's done. One last little sweep over. I'm really liking the shape of this thing. It is a very... I just kind of had to keep growing into it until I could justify this giant brick in the back. But I think we successfully justified it. You can see some cool enginery in here. Whatever the hell this is going on. I really like the tiered look on the top near the front. And yeah, I do think the simple, smooth front was the play. But now is the time. Look at it. That's good. That's really good looking. I actually do like the way this back section looks. Would you look at that? Alright, so now there's only one last thing to do. Sadly you can't really see these vents. You can't make them out at all. But yeah, this looks really nice. And now time to toss it up against another Kalmar. Come on, you're so close. I believe you're faster than the Kalmar, right? We're strafing to match. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, no. Yes, yes. No. Are we rolling too hard? Is that what's happening? Because I did remove the, like, balancing rudders. Come on. Come on, you got this. Oh, it's fucked now. Come on. No. Oh, come on. Okay. Now it will work. Yes! Here we go. Oh, and it's all landing perfectly now that it's more stable. Oh, this is so stupid. Double checking the fuse is protecting us. Nothing, some earlier types were, earlier designs were having issues with that thing lighting on fire. Oh my god. And it's just gone. And it's gone. Oh my god, I love it. Let's try it against the crossbones. So this one's a little sketchier. Due to its size, I feel like the Scorpion closing in right. Oh my god. Oh yeah, and it can hit harder. Thankfully, all of this armor is enough to, hopefully survive to close in. Wait. Do we just have it? No, this was what I feared. This was exactly what I feared. Oh, it killed it. Yippee! Scorpion wins! The Scorpion stung the crossbones and they both drowned. Moral of the story, I'm just better. Leave a like and subscribe if you liked this. And remember, once we hit 600 likes, I'm going to model a full-on interior, including crew quarters, maybe even a mess hall, everything here. So yeah, thank you.